Today on Board Game Coffee, we're unboxing Marvel United from CMON. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee.
Vincent, get back here this instant!
Thank you. Oh, I love you too. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Now, as some of you might know, if you've watched the show before, I'm a Marvel fan. So I put on my Marvel tie. It's a Spidey tie. I've got my Marvel inspired shirt on here. I've got Deadpool, a little Thanos, and my double Spideys happening. The life-size plushie Spidey and cardboard Spidey. I also have some. These are Mighty Mugs. Check them out. Their personality. See it changes. The Captain America one's pretty cool. Check it out. A good friend of mine, Derek Loofman, he designed these actually, and it's pretty cool. Derek, if you're watching, I love these things. And then we got Doctor Strange that we picked up at the Disney store. Anyways, I just decided to put some stuff because if I put everything that I have that was Marvel in this, there'd be really no room for me or the board game, and this table isn't big enough. It's actually a little ridiculous, but I thought I'd bring some stuff, and preferably the stuff that's not breakable. So yeah. Oh, but look, I have also an Infinity Gauntlet mug. Huh? How cool is that? There's actually liquid in here. Oh, it's good stuff. Okay. So, normally there's no beverages on the game table, but with the game topper mats, I feel safe. I feel safe with spills because they clean up nice. Since there's no board games on here yet, it's okay. It's mostly, now that I have this on here, I'm not so concerned about the table as much as I am the games on said table. Anyways, I've rambled enough. Let's open some stuff up. So we have an all-in box, which I'll pull in a second, and we have a mat. Which we'll get to in a bit. Now, we'll get to last, not in a bit, so in a lot of bit later. So, here we go. Let's get this over here. There you go. Now, I'm a little late to the party on this. Because we just had a lot to do, couldn't get to it. And sadly, sad things happened. And here we are. We're opening it now. So it's happening eventually. And I'm rambling now. But one thing you should know before we get started is we are actually going to be giving away a nice little Marvel United package. It's not quite the all-in, but it's definitely more than the core box. So you're getting quite a bit, but just not all of this. And not this. This is mine. You'll get your own. And the contest is not in this video, but it should be coming up soon. Indeed. Yes, indeed. I am pumped to play Marvel United. Oh yeah. Here we go. Whoop. So we got here, I have no idea how to play Marvel United, but I do know that and what I should state is that this is actually part 2 of our Marvel United unboxing, because part 1 is out there and that's of the core box. So we're going to skip the core box in this video. If you want to see what's in the core box, go check out part 1. This is part 2. We'll open up everything else. Okay, let's do this. Looky. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I'm just instantly happy. I love Marvel stuff. I just love it. I'm such a comic book fan. I just love it all. And there's Spidey. This is my boy right there. That's gonna be so good. I can't wait to crack this open. Oh yeah. Okay. Anyways, so we got a bunch of stuff. Let's just set them aside for now. We got Tales of Asgard. We got some heavy ass boxes. Oh, Yondu and Adam Warlock. Yes, I have his first appearance on my staircase, actually, framed. Both his first appearances because it was in question whether it was in Thor or Fantastic Four, and I got them both. I'm rambling. I'm sorry. You can see this being a very rambly episode. All right. Oh man, there's so many boxes, and they look adorable. They look adorable. Oh, is this the Sinister Six? Yes. Sorry, I'm a little close with the camera because you'll see it better once I pull it out of here. Oh yeah. Let's just get it out. Let's get it out. Sorry for that. Cut me tossing the box over. Hit the camera's stuff. We're okay. Everything's okay. All right. Look at all the boxes. Oh, this is gonna buckle up, kids. This is gonna be a long one. Oh man, I cannot wait to play. It does not look like a complicated game. From what I remember, this is way too far. I'll never get it again. I don't know what I did. From what I remember, the boxes or the cards were like 2 or 3 icons on them, and then you do stuff. So didn't look very complicated at all. Let's just jump in here. Okay. Fuel myself with some Gauntlet juice. Imagine it like the sweat of Thanos. Powerful. It's powerful. Pungent. Okay. I know not everybody is a huge fan of chibis. I like chibis just fine. I think they're adorable. I also like the regular proportion people. I think they look cool. I'm good either way. Look, I got a chibi Deadpool. That's proof. And these guys are like chibi-ish. And he's normal kind of size-ish. So I'm good either way. I just like superheroes. Big fan. I actually just started getting back in some Marvel stuff because I've reading Power Rangers for a long time. And I got into reading the Miss Marvel stuff, like the Kamala Khan. And literally I just like started, I don't even think I'm finished issue 1 yet. I started that like last night in bed. Very excited about it. Okay. Oh, look at all the, you know there's going to be a lot of stuff in here because look how much stuff's on the box. Yeah. I get Rhino and MODOK and oh, it's going to be so good. Oh, I see these two up front and center, eh? Scarlet Witch and Vision. Okay. Oh yeah. Ooh, hey. You know what? I don't think this isn't the core box. Is the core box even in here? Doesn't matter. I have a core box for you when the contest goes out. Is this the core box? Maybe it is. I just don't remember it being that thick. Doesn't matter. Because it looks different. I need to check. 1 second. That's the core box. That's what we opened. This is what we covered in part 1. So this is just more stuff. But when you win the contest, you'll win some of these things. I don't exactly remember what's involved. Thanks CMON when that happens. Got to thank them. Especially Pete and Adam. Thanks for making this happen. You guys are the best. But yeah, this is the core box. So you'll get this in the prize along with some of these. Okay, let me just put that down so I don't accidentally give that away. All right. So looks like we got a box full of minis. And some stuff. Oh, Venom. Oh, yeah, right, because I didn't get Venom. I got Wasp in my core box set. Venom was like the Walmart exclusive. So, okay. Oh, there's Kamala right there. And that's the new Ghost Rider, right? I only read, I read one short story about him, and I think it was during was it Secret Wars? And I liked it. I liked him better than Johnny Blaze. I can't remember what his name was, though. Okay, so let's see what we have here. We got some cards. We got a lot of cards with some minis. So, all right, let's do this. Let's start. Let's just do this. Sorry. If you're wondering what's in my mug, it's Red Bull. So. Okay, so we got all the character cards and they're double-sided because they got their little rules on the inside. So we'll just do one at a time. Grab them up. Oh yeah, Rhino. You know, I love Rhino. One of my one of my favorite Deadpool stories is actually him and Rhino, and I think he's got Rhino he's wearing Rhino like a keychain because Rhino got shrunk. I can't remember what the story was or why that happened, but I thought that was a great Deadpool story. I bought them not because I even heard it was a good story. I just liked the cover art of that series. And I got it. Kang. The person they cast for Kang in the new Marvel movies coming up was the guy from Lovecraft Country. The main guy from Lovecraft Country. Hela. She was great. Just saw Thor Ragnarok the other day. Actually, me and Britt just went through an entire MCU movie marathon. We saw all 21 movies. Very cool watching them all again. And we watched them in timeline order, which is really cool that Disney Plus sets it up that way. Carnage. Yes. When I actually started collecting comic books, it was just before Maximum Carnage started. But I went back because I fell in love with comics like right away. And I went back and I just bought a whole bunch of old comics. So I went back and read a bunch of Superman, a bunch of old Spider-Man, a bunch of old Batman, bunch of stuff. So like my comic book reading, although it started around Maximum Carnage, it went far beyond and before that. So those are the back of those cards. Now let's, okay, got some tokens. We got standard thickness, which is good. Standard is a good thickness. I'm pretty sure that's standard. All right. So, and Dormammu. Yeah, he didn't look like that in the Doctor Strange movie. Okay. So, let's check out some cards. We'll whip through those really quick. And in 4K magicness, you can slow down and read well, there's not much to read, actually, so super speed might work for you just fine. So let's take a bunch of them at a time. So we got, I love the artwork on that. So I'll just go through those really quickly. Oh, there's some text on there. Stick it back in like so. Some threat cards. I'm sure the back of them all look the same. And what are these? They're always awkward to hold when they're like that for me to show. I feel my thumb's going to cover too much. Okay. So we're going to go through all the cards. We're going to go through all of them. We're going to go through them quick. And if you want to skip the cards, I love that artwork. If you want to skip the cards, you just check out the links below and we'll take you right to the minis or whatever you want to see. Oh no, threw it. Alrighty, so let's toss those in there. Now, I saw this special about MODOK that I put on my watch list on Disney Plus, but I don't know what the hell it is. But I'm very interested. I'm assuming if they made I don't know if that's a new special, but if it's new, that means you can probably expect to see MODOK in the upcoming MCU storylines. Oh, they got Spot in there. And the Chameleon. Living Laser. Every time I hear the Living Laser, is there a character like that in DC? Because I always think Living Laser is a DC character. Clearly I'm wrong. Kingpin. Okay. So and there's rumors about them bringing Daredevil from the Netflix series to the next Spider-Man movie. So I'm wondering if they're going to bring the same Kingpin from that series over to Spider-Man's Spider-Man movie. Because if you don't know this, although Kingpin is a very popular, or he's like synonymous with Daredevil now, Kingpin actually started in Spider-Man comic books. Which makes sense because both him, Spidey, and Daredevil are New Yorkers. Well, it's like everybody's a New Yorker. New York's where all the superheroes are. Manhattan is not a safe place to live. But, oops. But yeah, that's because I have the first appearance of Kingpin. I actually have it autographed by Stan Lee. It's actually one of my favorite comic book or Spider-Man covers ever. It's like Peter Parker walking away from like a giant Spider-Man image, and it says Spider-Man No More on it. I always wanted it just for that cover. And then when I finally tracked it down, only after did I realize it was the first appearance of Kingpin. And then I met Stan Lee, and I got Stan to autograph it. So now it is framed and on my wall. I am quite happy with that. So it's one of my favorite pieces, for sure, that I own. And the day Stan died was very sad. Very sad. Okay, we got Hela. I like this insert. I like the embossingness of that. Okay, so there's Hela. She's adorable. Think how powerful she is in like Ragnarok. And then you see how cute she is here. And you're like, oh, look, come on. You're not you. Look at you. Alrighty. Oops, too much. Some sort of threat card. Let's check them out. I'm not even reading these because I can't at the speed I'm going by. Oh, she got Fenris on there. That's cool. I'm not even reading because I'm trying to go quickly so we can get to some mini action. And as long as I stay still for at least a frame, you should be able to pause it and read it. But I cannot. The bag of threat. And since I'm so late on this unboxing, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have already seen it. But one of you in particular did mention, I can't remember. Sorry, I forgot your name right now. But you did mention that you were waiting for our unboxing, and I appreciate that. So here it is. It's been sitting on the stairs for a while, and it was, if you're listening to this, it's because of you that I'm doing it now. I mentioned to Brittany, I was like, we got fans of the show. They want to see Marvel United Part 2, so we have to do it. We've dilly-dallied long enough. Okay, man, there's a lot of cards in here. Carnage. Oh yeah, and I saw the latest Carnage trailer, the Venom trailer, which is like Let There Be Carnage. Is that what the movie's called? I can't remember. Looks like they changed Woody Harrelson's hair from that ridiculous curly top he had in the little after credits scene. Although that curly top was accurate to Cletus Cassidy in the comics, it just did not play well in reality as well as it does in the comic. So yeah. Got some Bullseye action. Remember Bullseye from the Daredevil movie? The Bullseye was like carved into his head. This is Colin Farrell, right? I'm terrible with actors' names. Like, I know who it is. I could pick them out of a lineup. But I'm just terrible with names. Okay, so it's all of that stack. So well organized. Baron Zemo. Who doesn't like that meme, that Baron Zemo meme of him dancing in Falcon and Winter Soldier? It's not a spoiler, but you do see him dancing. It's not like the plot's ruined for you. Oh, but you know what I'm excited for? Loki. That show looks like it's going to be awesome. I liked WandaVision. I was kind of okay with Falcon and Winter Soldier. I didn't love it. Mind you, both those characters, I like them as supporting characters in movies. I am not a huge fan of them being the primary characters in a show. But I thought for a show is okay. A movie, I don't know if I'd be interested in watching a movie if it was just those two. But I do like them together. But as like a supporting cast situation. And WandaVision, I liked more than I thought I was going to. But I did enjoy it. But Loki looks awesome. And I wonder, are there going to be any more Avengers movies? Did they announce any more Avengers movies? Because, like, who's there to lead the Avengers? I don't know if there's any characters that are really strong enough to kind of hold that position of, like, I'm the leader of the Avengers. Now they got rid of Tony and Cap. Like, not that the other characters aren't great. It's just, like I love the Vision. And Wanda, she's grown on me. I didn't like her at first. But it's not like they can lead the Avengers. I don't see it happening. Black Widow might have been able to do it, but they killed her off. Although her movie's coming up, so that's exciting. Yeah, Venom. Sorry, I don't know. Lost track here. I do have the first appearance of Venom too. He was a Todd McFarlane creation, and I think originally, if I remember correctly, Venom had a nose. And Squirrel Girl. Now here's the thing about Squirrel Girl. I didn't know anything about Squirrel Girl, and then all of a sudden, like, she started popping up in cosplay, and people would just lost their minds over Squirrel Girl. And I love the cosplay. It's super cute. She's like a cute character. But I read one story with her. It was like a little mini side story, and the side story was actually well written. But I don't know anything about Squirrel Girl. Such a weird character. Spider-Woman. I wonder if they're ever going to work her into the series, but because I feel like they're leading up toward a Secret Invasion kind of storyline, and she plays an important part in that. But she does not exist in the MCU currently. And this Spider-Man 2099 just upsets me. Like, it's a cool looking costume. That's not the Spider-Man 2099 I know. The Spider-Man 2099 I know is the blue costume Spider-Man. That was my favorite 2099 series, by the way. I've got these all mixed up. Huh? No, I don't. I think they're okay. That was Spider-Man 2099 was by far my favorite of the 2099 series. I read them all. And X-Men 2099 by far was the worst. That was terrible. Ghost Rider, I don't remember if that was any good either. Punisher was okay. It was, again, not amazing, but I think I was okay with Punisher. And there was the whole coming of Thor thing when he finally showed up. I was not overly impressed with the stories they had for it. So it's like, it felt for the longest time Marvel was looking to like reboot their universe. And so they did all these like Spider-Man 2099 or the 2099 series where it was the rebooted universe in the future. And then they did the whole Onslaught story where he sent Iron Man and was it the Fantastic Four, Captain America? I can't remember who they sent, but they sent a bunch of characters to Pocket Dimension where their comic books started all over again. And we have some great Jim Lee artwork, I believe it was. I think he did some of the Iron Man stuff in those comics. Anyways, I just feel like they've tried to do it a few times. And then when they did the Ultimate Universe, that's when they nailed it. And it was all awesome. They had Brian Michael Bendis. It was like leading the charge on that. He's a writer. He did awesome. He teamed up with Mark Bagley on the Spider-Man series, which was great. It was fantastic. That's where Miles Morales came from, because that's the Spidey that died. That was the universe where he died and Miles Morales showed up. Now I actually have those issues, but I started pulling away from reading the Marvel stuff around the time Miles Morales came up. So I have the issue because I bought it, but I never got around to reading it. She's pretty badass. I've been rambling quite a bit about comic books. Brittany asked me one day, she's like, why are you doing a board game channel? Why didn't you just do like a comic book based channel? And I was like, well, thanks for coming up with that idea now, Brittany, but you didn't suggest that the first time. Just so you know, Board Game Coffee was actually Brittany's idea. And who's not here opening these boxes? Brittany. That's right. So she wanted to do this, and I actually turned her down a few times. There's Nebula. But eventually, I was like, all right, Britt, fine. I'll do your show. Because I didn't want the camera on me. I didn't want the attention. Just didn't want to do it. I felt uncomfortable in front of camera, so. But you know, you just fake it till you make it. And here I am faking it. Eventually, I will make it. Huh. Yeah. There's so much footage of my hands in this video compared to most unboxings because of all the cards. Shakes there. Like, I'm so early in reading the series, like the books. I might be past issue 1. I don't know, because I bought a digital trade paperback, if that makes sense. A digital collection. And she's not even in this costume yet. She still has some other issues. I don't want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't read it yet. But she has like more powers than just growing her fists. She's a little more morphy than I see her. Every time I see her, she's got the big fist, just punching people. Oh, and I've been playing the event. Well, I just started playing the Avengers PC title, or well, it's cross-platform, but I've been playing it on PC, the Avengers video game. And you know what? When I first saw it, I didn't care for it, but now I started playing it. I actually really enjoy it. In the beginning, you get to play with everybody for a little bit. I didn't care for Iron Man's controls. It felt a little just uncomfortable. Thor was cool. But as of right now, I'm playing with Kamala and Hulk. Because like Hulk's one of the... once the story really gets started, you start playing with Kamala. And she's trying to bring together the Avengers. And Hulk is the first Avenger she meets up with. So currently, I'm controlling the Hulk. And I haven't gone back to it. And it's already been like 3 weeks since I've had a chance to go back to it. So good chance I don't remember the controls at all. And there's our Luke Cage. By the way, the casting for that on the Netflix show, nailed it. They nailed it. I thought that was some of the best casting in all of the Marvel screen universe. I really hope they bring him back. Like they're bringing Daredevil back, but I really want him back. And like, you know, I like the casting for Jessica Jones just fine. Her character was just so depressing. Like I like the show just fine. The first season, I don't even remember if I got through the second season. Punisher was great. They did a great job with Punisher too. Again, season 1. Iron Fist, Iron Fist seemed like a bit of a whiny baby. And she was like uber depressed like all the time. Like you couldn't, she was just like the drunk. You couldn't, she was just such a downer all the time. And I feel like she didn't use her powers to her full potential, which I would have liked to see more of. So I like the actress, but for Iron Fist, I didn't care for it. Now, Howard the Duck. Let's talk about amazing Marvel movies. Now, it's Howard the Duck. When I was a kid, I watched it over and over again. I think it's just because I liked movies that had puppets in it, or guys in costumes dressed like puppets. But as an adult, I don't think I got through the first 15 minutes of Howard the Duck. The movie is terrible. It's a good thing Disney got their hands on Marvel because they cleaned that stuff right up. Because, yeah, that was a bit of a disaster. And speaking of Hawkeye, I actually just watched The Hurt Locker, which does not have Hawkeye in it, but the actor who played Hawkeye is in The Hurt Locker. Let's watch that again. It's a good movie. All right, so the last pack here before we get into some minis, aka miniatures. All right. So I'm assuming the Ghost Rider they're going to do in the MCU, if they bring him in, which I'm sure they will, not that they own Fox. because Fox had Ghost Rider. I'm guessing they're going to bring this one in and not Johnny Blaze. I can't remember what this guy's name is, but he's the race car driver, I believe. Yeah, I don't know much about him. I read like one story with him, and I was like, who's this guy? Oh, there's Falcon. You know, I like Falcon as Falcon. I don't really care for him as Captain America, Captain Falcon. I appreciate that the costume he's got in the that they gave him in the show matched the costume that they had for him in the comic. But I just don't care for it. Like, it's the costume's fine, but I don't know. I just let Captain America die. Just let it be. Just let it be. Just be Falcon. I like him as Falcon. Now Drax. Now here's a character that I like. Drax when I think he was part of the Infinity Watch, if I'm correct. It was like it's a warlock thing, but he looked completely different. He looked nothing like this. I remember when I first saw the Guardians movie, and I was like, that name Drax sounds familiar. I thought that was another character. I must be wrong. And then I did some Googling, and I was like, wait a second. They just completely revamped him. Now, I don't know if they revamped him for the movie or if they revamped him before that and the movie just took it from there. But I'm pretty sure, because they plan these things ahead of time, that the comic books set up the movies coming up as far as like, before there's a Marvel movie, there's all of a sudden this great story based on those characters or that character with like, they pull out the best artists and the best writers, and they come out like, a year beforehand or 6 months beforehand before the movie comes out. So it gets everybody all hyped up for it. Because like when Guardians came out, before it came out, there was just all kinds of like a resurgence of Guardian comic books that were great. And then the Guardians movie came out. So it's like it gets everybody all salivating for the movie. Because like, oh, the comic book's great. Yeah, but nobody cares about it before when the original Guardians. I know I didn't. I knew about them. And if you ever saw the cover to the original Guardians, you'd be like, why would I read this? Did not look good. Black Cat. I have a sculpture of Black Cat actually over my couch. I have a little shelf, some sculptures, and I have Black Cat on there. I don't know who this is. American Chavez. I don't know who that is. Character looks cute. Yeah, no idea who that is. So there's some characters for sure are newer, and some. It's not just new characters. I find that Rambo, the girl who played Rambo. I don't want to ruin it with her superhero name. Who was in, what's her name? Something Rambo. Something, Monica Rambeau? Is that her name? She was in WandaVision. She was the little girl in Captain Marvel. And I was like, I don't know who this character is. I don't know who it is. And she's getting superpowers. I don't know who that is. And then, I'm not going to say her name. But then I was like, oh, I did some Googling. Like, I do know who you are. I just completely forgot that I knew who you are. Not only do I know who you are, but I have like your first appearance and your first like big story, and I just forgot of your existence. As soon as I saw what she looked like illustrated, I was like, I knew it. I'm just, sometimes you gotta, I don't know, brains just working, not always, That's good stuff. Oh baby. Oh baby. Minis. All right. Let's check out some Min-Mins. Ooh. Got some Baron Zemo action. Looks really good. Powerful pose. See, the bad guys are in red. That's Kang. Our time traveling badass. We had some... Is that Carnage? That's Carnage. You know how you could tell it's Carnage? Let me see if I can zoom in here to show you. Carnage has always got... Well, not in the fact that he's red. All the bad guys are red. But I don't actually... Is Venom a bad guy? No, he's a bad guy. He's considered a bad guy here. But he's got all this little veiny pattern on his body. That's typical Carnage. You know what? Let's get these guys out of here. Because they are stealing focus from my minis. Alright, put them down. Actually, they only steal focus if I zoom in. Ooh, he looks badass. The camera's shaking a bit. Sorry, I bumped it. I like the disproportion, like, you know, the little body and the big, chunky, large body on top. That actually kind of matches Venom. That's not too far off from, like, how he's been drawn before. Like the giant tongue coming out of his mouth. He looks great. He looks really cool. Some of these guys, I don't know how to put them back. There you go. Ah, Hela. She's strutting. You go, girl. She looks like she's on a runway. With those ridiculous fashion headpieces, you know, like making a statement. So I want to zoom in on her, actually. Problem is, zooming in causes me to touch the camera. Maybe I should just stay zoomed in so I could see, so you guys can see, get a better look at these guys. Let me take this out of here. Yeah, you can see them better if I do that, right? Okay. All right, who we got here? Oh, Dormammu. He is heads on fire. Him and Ghost Rider with fiery heads. Okay, now this guy, Corvus Glaive, right? Is that who he is? Yeah, Corvus Glaive, I believe is his name. I only know him from the movies. Like, I'm not gonna like lie about who I know, who I don't know. I'm trying to be as open as possible. But Corvus Glaive, unless like he's one of those characters like I just mentioned that I completely forgot about, I only know him from the movie. But I like his name. If I'm saying it right. MODOK. This character's ridiculous. I like reading stories with him, but he's ridiculous. I always kind of associate him with Longshot, whose powers I think are similar to Domino's. They're like luck-based. Look, a ridiculous giant head. Like, could you imagine this guy coming up on Tinder? Hey ladies, I like long walks on the beach and conquering the planet. Ooh, Kingpin looks awesome. Look at him. Just some guys, the whole, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. The stubby people, what do they call the stubby like minis like this with the giant heads? Some of them really work well for certain characters, and I think he is one of them. I used the term earlier in this episode, and I completely forgot. Oh, he looks cool. I like that little action pose for Bullseye. They do a great job with that little action pose, like him holding the blades in between his knuckles. I once had a task for a game that is not going to be released. Well, not in the state that I was working on it. It's a video game, and I had to pose a bunch of 3D characters in interesting poses like this. Just to make them look cool. It was fun to do. But at some point, you're like, what more pose can I do? It helps when they have a sort of character to them. He looks cool, like Rhino. Because then it's got a little story, like Rhino. He's charging. Makes sense for the Rhino. He looks good. Okay, now we're getting into some good guys. Whoa. Hawkeye. Yeah, War Machine. He was Iron Patriot for a little blip there in the movies. Was that Iron Man 2? 3? 3. He was Iron Patriot in Iron Man 3. Yeah, because Iron Man 2 was the first time he was War Machine. Oh, yeah, I like that. I like that pose. You go, Falcon. These are great minis. Mind you, there's so many like flailing capes and wings. A lot of them are running forward. Like there's a lot of like, we're going this way. There is a sale at Walmart and I gotta get there. Nick Fury looking, he's got his foot on the cooler. Nobody takes a beer without asking me first. You need clearance to get in that cooler. Oh, making a mess. Right, who do we got here? Ah, Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel. And interesting that they just made a completely different character, Miss Marvel. I guess she was a fan, right? I'm assuming the premise is she's a fan, so she names herself after Miss Marvel. Oh, it's like a streetlight. And she's standing on. I always forget her name from Black Panther. Was she captain of the guard? As in, was that her position? I know there was like two main characters from that. But it was like the second in command, I think, got more screen time. Quicksilver. I'm bummed about what happened to him in Age of Ultron. Oh. She was upside down. And Scarlet Witch. Adorable. Chibi. That's the term I was looking for. She looks so cute. Okay. See, if I keep it zoomed in, the quality is better if I stay zoomed out. It is. But still pretty good. Zoomed in, and then if I zoom in, I can actually get in closer, like so. And you can see some certain details, like, for example, the fact that his leg is passing through that wall, I think is a really neat detail. Like to do a successful mini for this series, it helps if you're familiar with the characters somewhat. Even watch the movies. So being like an artist creating these and a Marvel fan definitely has its benefits. And it shows. Like, minis should all have this kind of like character and energy to their poses. There should be no reason to have just like a static mini just sitting and posing anymore. Look at the little squirrel. That's cute. It's cute. I like that their tails are the same. How close can I get that little squirrel? Look at a little detail on the little squirrel. I like them. Alright. I can see why people like Squirrel Girl. I don't know what we got here. Okay, we got a bunch of... Oh, you know what? We had 2 empty spots. And if I remember correctly, those... somebody told me that that's where... I think these 2 go in there. So we're going to open these 2 right after we're done this. So I'm going to put them in there. You know, even though I didn't like his movie, I'm not even, like... something about Howard the Duck I like. But it's not like I've ever read a Howard the Duck book I enjoyed. But something about the character. Just like the character. And there's Drax. The Destroyer. Google, like, Drax and see what he originally looked like. you'll see he's quite different. And his power set was quite different. Oh, it's Mantis. I love watching the Guardians movies again. I love the relationship between her and Drax, where he thinks she's just like she's so cute, but he keeps referring to her as ugly. And that last line is like, "You're beautiful on the inside." Something like that. It's hilarious. Nebula. And Nova. I like Nova. Since we've already seen Nova Corps, I hope to see some Nova action. Because last we saw Nova Corps was in Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, I think, or was it the second one? Definitely saw them in the first one. I don't remember if we saw them in the second one. Oh, there's a Ghost Rider. Oh, I like what they did with his chain. Just like flowing around his body. Looks cool. And we have Blade. Blade, when those movies came out, I was like, why would they make a Blade movie? Who the hell cares about Blade? Because, like, it's not like he was uber popular in the comics at the time. But, you know, I went to go see the movie. I was mistaken. It was really good. Like, I actually prefer Moon Knight over Blade, and it's not until now are they even doing something with him. Moon Knight, you can get some really good Moon Knight stories, and you're like, wow, this series is awesome. And then you get some Moon Knight stories that are like, wow, this is just boring. Why am I still reading this? But you get the right artist, right writer combo. Good stuff, good stuff. I think that's supposed to be She-Hulk. It's hard to tell when there's no paint. I think that's her in her onesie. I also have the first appearance of She-Hulk. I don't know if I have the first appearance of Moon Knight. I might. Oh, that's American Sanchez? I like this. The stars coming off the ground there. She's a good looking Minnie, but I like her hair. I rather enjoy her hair, but I don't know who the hell she is. What else we got here? Oh, it's Black Cat. Oh, nice pose. Strong pose. Do they have like pointy nails for her? Kind of hard to tell. But I'm getting a claw feel from there. But I like what they did with her hair. Great motion. Oh, we got Good Guy Venom. So we got a red version and a black and a blue version. Actually, I think I got 2 copies of the first appearance of Venom, which is what, Amazing Spider-Man 300? And I got the first appearance of the symbiote suit, which was Secret Wars, and I have that autographed too, but I got it autographed when I was a kid. I don't even remember who autographed it. Who was the artist? There's Spider-Man 2099. I want to see somebody paint this Spidey, but change the color so it looks like the red and blue suit from my Spider-Man 2099. Now, this is Sen-Chi, right? Now, from what I remember on his card, he did not look... I don't know if Sen-Chi's supposed to be Chinese, but he didn't look Asian. He looked like a white guy. I'm just gonna cover that. Like, where is he? He's here somewhere, right? I'm pretty sure. I gotta know. Did I imagine it? Oh, he doesn't have... These are just the bad guys. Well, I'm an idiot. Whatever. He's in there. Just trust me or don't. Rewind. We'll find him. You'll find him. Okay, we got here Spider-Woman. That's like a Golden Gate bridge type of bridge cable support thing. She looks cool. You know what? I've read quite a bit of Spider-Woman. I have no idea what her origin story is. I even watched her cartoon. And I don't remember who this is. It's not Songbird, is it? Don't recall. Alright, and then we got Punisher. Closer here. He looks cool. Oh, I like him. I don't want to play with him. Do I get to fire that big gun? Stealing my focus. Do I get to fire my big gun? It's cool. Does he have like a launch rocket card? I don't even know how this game plays, but that looks awesome. And we got, who do we have here? Who is this? Oh, that was Jessica Jones, I believe. She's landing on some tiles and breaking them. That means that's usually a good sign that somebody's strong and they're falling from a height. Because when Spidey falls, he's strong, but he's Spidey. He doesn't break tiles. It's the brute strength people, they break tiles. Speaking of, Mr. Cage. Mr. Luke Cage. This guy's jacked. Yeah. And we got Daredevil. You know what I would have liked to see? A mini recreation of him. I don't know if they'd use... Yeah, they could. A cross. There's a comic book where he just looks all depressed and beaten and he's on top of a cross on top of a church. I like that imagery. Elektra. Haven't really... Like, the Elektra from the TV series was probably my favorite of, like, the Elektras, because the one from the movie, like the original Daredevil movie, or her own movie, which was even worse than the Daredevil movie, I did not care for it. Iron Fist, okay. Alright, that was it for that. That was all I'm... Oh, no. No. I want to open these. Yeah. It's going to get a little sip of my power glove juice. It's the Infinity Gauntlet, not the power glove. I guess it's the power glove of the universe. Anybody, any Nintendo fans out there? I used to have a power glove. I sadly don't have it. Out of all my kids' toys that I kept and things I had when I was a child, my power glove got destroyed because when I worked in advertising, I actually took it apart for an ad. I'm just going to take the plastic off both of these because we're just going to both of them. So yeah, it was an ad where I was in it and I was supposed to be a UPS driver, but the UPS was like the bad guys. So I was supposed to be the high-tech a-hole in the ad. And so they put a power glove on me and I was like, yeah, and delivering a package. And it was like a power glove torn up. It was a silly little ad that I had to build my own props for. So low budget. Anyways, let's check out what's in the box. Alrighty. So we got this. Yes. We got some Adam Warlock. Oh, got some Adam Warlock cards in there. Let's check those out. Put his mini aside. Alright, Adam. There you go. Now, at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, where they teased his cocoon, I believe it was on purpose. So I'd like to believe that her line was, I will call him Adam. And I believe that was very intentional because in the comic books, when he showed up, he was originally called Adam and not Adam Warlock. And he actually supposed to have an Infinity Stone in his forehead, but he doesn't. And I guess he won't now because they kind of wrote that right out of the MCU, didn't they? But he looks really cool. I'm digging Adam. I kind of want to play with Adam Warlock. I liked Adam Warlock, although if you hear the dogs, well, it's the dogs. Hitch gets very excited when he sees other dogs walk outside. That's why he's not allowed in the studio when we're recording. But yeah, he looks cool. I really like him. Okay, so yeah, look at him. Bam, fits right in there. All right, so I guess I'll just toss these in the box. And then we got Yondu. Come on, Yondu. Okay, all right, let's get cards. Okay. I can't imagine a game where that's what the symbols on the cards are. It would be very difficult to learn. Can't be. Can't be. And I like Yondu with the tail fin. You know what? I prefer the music in the first Guardians of the Galaxy over the second. Oh, I like what they did with the arrow. It's what's coming right out of his little holster. He's like whistling and it's like coming out. I feel like his mouth should be in like a whistle pose though. That's one little detail. It might look too duck face, but I think that would have been cool if he was in the middle of a whistle, but he's not. But it looks really cool. Like it's just shooting out of there. Like I was just like wrapping around. Can you see? Sorry. See that detail right there? Looks really good. I like him. I want to play with all of these characters. I'm just gonna have to like play this game for a month to play with everybody. Okay, and that was box number 1. Now, I do think box number 1 was the biggest of the boxes. So, everything else should go super quick. I think. Probably not. Probably not. Okay. Box number 1, done. Oh, mind you, that box is twice as thick as all the other ones. So, I'm assuming the ones will go a lot faster. Let's see. Let's open up the Infinity Gauntlet. Since we're drinking out of the Infinity Gauntlet, let's open up that one. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty. Carry you up. Oh, there's Ebony Maw. I like his name. I like that name, Ebony Maw. I don't remember their names, though. I get most of my knowledge from this crew. Well, not Thanos, I know. But, and the Infinity Gauntlet story, I know. From the comics. But most of my knowledge of these guys are from the movie. Okay, ready? And bam. We got ourselves a rule book. Yeah, there was no rule book in the other book, was there? Did I take out a rule book? I don't think I did. So that's how you play with these guys. Neato. Okay, and we got... What? I didn't do anything. We got, these are locations, I believe. And... if I'm correct, these are actually upgrades of them. So if we look at the thin ones, we'll look at the art on the thin ones. We'll probably skip it. We'll open this just to see how thick they are because this feels heavy. But maybe that's the upgrade to all these things. Okay. Just start looking. Okay. And we got Hala. Oh, first of all, the back of these all... Oh, nope. Yes, they all look like that. No, there's 2 different backs. There's that. I'm guessing that's only for, what's only Thanos locations? I don't know what that means, so I'm not going to guess. So yeah, gold ones and gray ones. Just zoom through these. Oh, that's where Thor's Stormbringer. Stormbringer? That's where it was made. Hey, Sanctum Sanctorium. I actually saw this little miniature thing, like a building of that on Wish, but you know I don't trust Wish. Oh, Vormir. That's where bad things happen there. New York, technically bad things happen there all the time. Yeah, Wakanda. Great, that's good stuff. I like how in Thanos' palace they have the Death, like her in her regular female form, and then her in her, see if I can zoom in for you to see that. Her with her skeleton face, and then her in her human form, because Thanos in the comic is obsessed with death, and death is represented as Lady Death. So she's actually like this an entity that you could see and interact with. There's Avengers Mansion. Okay, what else we got here? Oh, I think it. Yeah, that clearly does not slide off. No spoilers. Okay, what do we have here? Villain dashboards. Oh, yep. And then we got some. So these things are just for the villains. Black Dwarf. I'll won't remember that. Proxima Midnight. And there's Ebony Maw. I got him right. Oh. Let's look at the back of all of that, or the front of their cards. Alright. So that. And there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Let's get up close. Ooh, gems. Oh no. So we got our Infinity Gems here. The Mind Stone. See, I can't remember them all. It's the Mind Stone, the Power Stone, something stone, green and blue and orange. I always forget their names. Always. But there they are. And they go in this thing, which looks not as gold as I thought. Actually looks golder on camera than it does in person. But you know what? It's actually looks like one of those cake pans that you buy at like, I don't know if this is just a Canadian thing, but the Bulk Barn, where they have like, put your cake mix in here and make yourself an Infinity Gauntlet cake. That's exactly what that looks like. And it's actually thinner than I thought. I thought it was going to be like a thick plastic, but it's not. It's a thin, I'm guessing it, thick plastic or not, it works the exact same. But yeah, so these go here. Neat. And not putting them in the right spots, except for that one, because that's the only one, that's the biggest one. It fits in there. There you go. Yeah. Badass. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, there's cards underneath there. Sneaky. Let's check these out. And we'll go through these quick. What do we got here? Okay, Thanos. Just go through all. Do them the same way to the other ones. Okay, there's Threat. Corvus Glaive. Proxima Midnight. I like her name too. I like their names. Except for Black Dwarf, I'm less impressed with his name. But I like Proxima Midnight. If I have a daughter, I'll name her Proxima Midnight. I think because Black Dwarf reminds me of like Red Dwarf. Was that like a BBC sci-fi series? Or am I confusing that with something else? Is that White Dwarf? Is there a difference? I don't remember. I don't know why I'm showing you the back of those. Those are exactly the same. There she is. Proxima Midnight. tell you, she looks friendlier as a chibi than she does in the movies. I guess everybody does. Can you imagine if the Earth was attacked by a bunch of these adorable villains? It'd be like, we wouldn't be ready for it. We'd see it and be like, "Aw, dead. Your soul is mine. Your city is mine." Because that's what would happen. Except for Ebony Maw. He looks like creepy regardless. I think it's the no-nose thing. That's what really... makes him less friendly. What are these? What are those? What's going on here? Since I don't know how the game works, I don't know what's going on here. These all the same? No, they're not. They're different. What they do, I don't know. Oh, they have these backs. And these are different as well. Huh. Interesting. And now let's look at her. Space Stone, Mind Stone, Soul Stone, Reality Stone, Time Stone, and Power Stone. I had it wrong. I said the red one is the power one, purple one is the power one. Oh, look, the title's there. I didn't read those at all. That was it just came to me. It just came in a vision of text. It came to me. Okay, let's see if I can toss this back in here. Oh, nice and neat. And let's check out Ebony Maw. And again, let's just zoom right in so we can get a good look at him. I loved when he first appeared in the movie, and he was just on the street, just kicking ass. That's really good. And then we got Black Dwarf. He's heavy, man. I wonder if they call him Black Dwarf, like to do with a dwarf star, like a black hole. You know what I mean? That type of thing. Looks cool. Then we got Proxima Midnight. Now, if you've watched any of our videos, what's wrong with their hands? She's got some. Oh look, her mini's got some. Smuts. I don't know what I'm saying. She got some crap on her hands and her base. What's that about? She looks good though. And then last but not least, Thanos, the man himself. The ultimate accessorizer. It's good. That's what he's going to go down in history as, the ultimate accessorizer. I mean, he had the whole gold armor all ready to wear that golden glove. He was good to go, man. Think it's the gems in there? Yeah, they do. Okay, cool. All right, so that was that box. That wasn't so bad. That was pretty quick. Well, not that it's ever bad for me. I'm actually trying to go a little quicker so you guys don't have to stay there forever. Because you might have not noticed, but our videos tend to get long. It's true story. But yeah. Okay. This away. I'm so excited to play. You know, I'd also like to, so CMON, you put out, you got the chibi marbles things going. I like it. Now let's get some proper proportion people out there. I want them both to exist, so I don't want to replace one with the other. But I'd really like to see that though. Okay, what do we got here? All right, Rise of the Black Panther. All right, okay. Oh, that's that's the mask he wore for like 2 seconds in the movie. So we got Winter Soldier. What's her name? Shuri? Something like that. We got Black Panther. Killmonger. I used to be so good with all the comic book character names. And then, I don't know if it's just because I've been away from it for so long, or just because, I'm getting old, but it just doesn't stick like it used to. Okay. It's light. It was light. Welcome to Wakanda. Sad what happened to him. Cancer is not pretty. We've got some cancer we're dealing with in my family. It's not good. It's sad to happen to anybody. Killmonger. Yeah, there you go. Shuri. I was right. Okay, so let's... You know what to do. It's getting close. Alright. Oh, hey. Ooh. Okay, so we got some cardboard bits. We got some... I like the embossed lids. Let's see what we got here. Some locations, I bet ya. The Golden City. Great Mound. Oh, I guess that's where they mine all the vibranium? And that's where they were like a gorilla themed tribe, right? Because I think in the movie they had the giant gorilla statue that was like holding up the mountain. Or not the mountain, but holding up the, I think it was the piece of the mountain that the throne was on. Killmonger. I thought Michael B. Jordan did a great job as Killmonger. And I actually like, what's his face? The guy who does, who did Claw. Oh, I forgot his name. He's the Lord of the Rings guy. Oh my god, I'm drawing a complete blank. Anyways, guy who played Claw. Because I actually have the first appearance of Claw too. It's an old Fantastic Four comic. And he's kind of a lame villain, but they made him work, and he made him work. He did a great job as Claw. Okay, we got some Shuri action here. I like her. I like her character. I didn't know anything about her before the movie. I'm assuming she exists in the comic books. But in most of the Black Panther stuff I read isn't even like Black Panther specific. It's like Illuminati stuff. Where T'Challa is just part of the Illuminati. So basically when Wakanda ends up being like part of the, like a support portion of the story. And not the primary portion is usually when I've read a lot of my Black Panther stuff. And, I read a lot of Fantastic Four. So whenever they cross paths. Oops. Okay. Now some minis. Mini. Yeah. So Killmonger first. And again, let's zoom it in. There you go. He looks really cool. They did a good job with him. They did a good job with everybody. CMON, you nailed it. Everybody looks great. Like, you might not like chibis, but you gotta appreciate that. These guys look awesome. Like, as in the quality of them, the detail on them is pretty freaking good. So clean. I like her. Well, they even managed to get all, I don't know what that's called. A little detail on her forehead. Those little bumps, raised bits. I like that. Good. I don't know, was they, she had that in the movie, right? But I think it was just part of her costume when she put this thing on. I don't think she always had it. She had those gauntlets in her hands, those energy launching things. And we got Winter Soldier. You know, I liked him better with his long hair. And when I could see his arm, I understand they don't show his arm all the time because it's probably cheaper just have him wear a jacket and a glove. But hey, anything under here? I'm assuming there's nothing under any of these. Since there's so much stuff here, just what I see is what I'm gonna get. Okay. So there's not like a ton in each of these boxes, which could mean that's good for the length of this video. It means I won't be here all day recording this. I can actually go possibly learn how to play this, which is kind of what I want to do. I think that was supposed to be below that, but it's okay. It's there. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Somebody's mowing their lawn right outside this window. So, there's that. Okay, what are we doing now? Guardians of the Galaxy Remix. Ready? Alright, Ronan. Go, Ronan. Alright, let's... You think it'd be the lawnmower that triggered the dogs? Like it's starting. They're barking now because it's stopped. Take a little sippy poo. Gotta charge it up. So I got 4 boxes to go still. This being one of those 4. Okay. Okay. That's Hitch. He's losing his mind out there upstairs. I'm sure Brittany will attend to that shortly. Okay. So, alright, well, you know what to do. Okay, we got some KOs or some OKs if you're dyslexic. Oh, so those things did go underneath, not on top, so that was my bad. The last box. Noted. Yeah. Now let's check out Ronan. Look how cute he is. He's looking so angry. Looks like a little child, like a child throwing a tantrum. Okay. The backs, they're all the same. Let's check out some locations. Oh, the ships are locations. Is there dice in this game? I haven't seen any. Is there? What goes on these? I don't know why. I just gotta go. Just gotta read how to play this. It can't be that hard. It can't be that hard. Something always intimidates me about minis games. Like I see them, you know, I love them. They're like my favorite type, but I'm always like, something always, I feel like they're going to be overly complicated, but when they're CMON, they're not. They're just the right amount of complicated, and they're always fun. Okay, so we got Gamora. Again, Gamora. Didn't know much about her until the movie, unless she was also one of the characters in the Warlock Infinity Watch. And Groot, I did read some Groot stories before the movie, and I didn't know he was going to be such a big deal, but I liked him. Because it's not like he came on, I was like, oh yeah, Groot, like I am now, because I think he's awesome because of the movies, but in the comic book, I didn't read enough of him to really love him. And I was interested to see what they were going to do with Rocket, and you know what? I'm happy. I like what they did with Rocket. Like, if they could make Rocket Raccoon work, then they could do Howard the Duck. Ooh, that could be there's a buddy comedy for you. Howard the Duck and Rocket Raccoon. And Star-Lord. And that's how he looks in the movie, not necessarily how he looks in the comics. And that's like the jump pose he's got in, okay, which one? It was Infinity War or Guardians? And it was Guardians, when he's running away. In the opening scene, he's running away and does the jump and he looks like that. Okay, and here is our Ronin threat cards. Okay. Boop. Go Ronin. Yeah. Quickly, quickly, quickly. There you go. What are these? I don't know what those are. Let's put those away. Let's look at some minis. Start with Ronin, and you know what to do. Zoom in. Well, not that you need to know to do what. You know what's going to happen. Is really what I meant. Okay. So we got Ronin. His hammer's a little bendy, but he's a strong guy. Maybe he just bent the hammer a bit. There's little tricks to straighten. I don't know if you can straighten it out if it's in the middle. Sorry, I accept it. I'm assuming there's only so much control you can have over manufacturing when you're creating this many minis. Like some things like that are going to happen. It never really bothered me unless the character's like totally angled, crazy. Oh, he looks good. He looks good. I like that. Very like taking everybody on pose. Rocket. He looks good. Silly raccoon. I want a Rocket origin story movie. That I'll watch. It'd be where he meets Groot. I think we can bring back full-grown Groot. Which, I like Baby Groot, but I actually prefer full-grown Groot. Baby Groot is cuter. Like, no question. But we get some Gamora. Okay. All right. Okay. Now this time I remember how to put these things away. Kinda. It's close. All right. Put that there. It's here. It's close enough. Lid. All right, what is next? Sinister Six. I feel like I should open that a little closer to the Spider-Man one. Let's do the United Tales of Asgard. Or Marvel United Tales of Asgard, not United Tales of Asgard. Okay, so I see that we got Rock Guy from the movie, I forgot his name, and the girl that was the Valkyrie. But was her name actually Valkyrie? Because the Valkyrie I know from the comic book was like because there's more than one Valkyrie, but the Valkyrie from the comic books was like blonde, blue-eyed, and she's not. So I don't know if that's supposed to be the same one or like the same character or just another Valkyrie from that battalion. I don't know. Because frankly, I don't know much about her in general. And we got Loki. So looking forward to that show. Keep watching all the trailers that are coming out. I'm watching them all. Ooh, what is this? My balls? And we got our Loki. Oh, Heimdall's Observatory. Odin's Vault. Oh, what do they got in here? Oh, there's the Tesseract. The Tesseract, and that was from Ragnarok. I can't remember. It was the helm. The guy you put his head in the eternal flame and just went. Oh. That's the Ice Mickey thing. Is that the? I don't know what that is. Is that the eye of the thing that Doctor Strange has around his neck? I don't know what that's supposed to be. And I don't know what's over here. Something green. That was cool. I like the little details there. Okay, the Bifrost Bridge. Not as straight as I remember. A little bendy. Okay. And, oh, Beta Ray Bill. I'm pretty sure in Ragnarok, when you saw him on the that junk planet, that his head was one of the champions carved into or molded into the building. He was a crazy looking character. I know like Beta Ray Bill, but character really never did much for me because I thought he just looked weird. It was like Thor with a horse face, is what I thought. So, and I can't remember his name. He was funny though. Korg. You know what? Korg? Yeah, I would have never remembered that. Not for $1 million. Oh, we're going to see what her name is. Is she Valkyrie? Is she Valkyrie? Bam, she is. So now the question is, are they all called Valkyrie? And it's just easy to call her because she's the only one that wasn't slaughtered, the only remaining one. And here's little Thor. Oh, cute. He looks like a little cute little kid dressed up in a Thor costume. And our threat cards of the Lokemeister. It's Owen Wilson, right? That's in the Loki show. I think he's gonna do a great job. I think those two will play well off each other. Well, that's new. Bunch of those. I'm guessing those are backs, and the front is gonna be different. Nope, they're not. They're options. See, I guess maybe. Oh no, trader. Oh, is this add a hidden trader element to the game? Ooh, that would be cool. Oh, that's exciting. This is gonna be the first expansion I try. No, sorry, second. First is definitely gonna be Spider-Man. Okay. Come on. And time to zoom in. Blop. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry for the blop sound. There's Loki. Staff's a little bendy. That looks like it can be fixed. I've seen people just like dip them in like ice water and it just straightens right out. Or something like that. There's some sort of witchcraft with ice water. Don't know how that works. I like Thor. I like them all, but I really like this Thor mini. I am so pumped to see the Spider-Man mini. It better be awesome. It better be awesome. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm a Spider-Man fan. And you know, of all the Spider-Man movies, the Tobey Maguire ones, although they were first, so I was excited for them, were the ones I liked the least. The new ones are awesome, and I actually really liked The Amazing Spider-Man. Not the sequel. That was terrible. But I enjoyed the first one with Gwen Stacy. This is better, Bill. Did a good job with them. Really good. Looks great. Okay, alright, so another box bites the dust. Or done. Or, you know, something less aggressive. But I'm pretty sure, was that in here? No, I think this was on top. I always get this wrong. Yeah. Okay, 2 boxes left, and it's the Sinister Six, right? Yeah, Return of the Sinister Six. Not exactly sure where they went. And then we got Enter the Spider-Verse. Now, as far as the Sinister Six goes, it looks like we got... looks like Vulture from the Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. Homecoming. Here's what I'd like to see for a cast. I'd like to see was it Michael Keaton as the Vulture, right? So I'll bring him back. I've heard rumors that which is weird. I heard rumors that the guy that was Quicksilver in Ultron, Age of Ultron, is going to be cast to be Kraven the Hunter. It's a little strange. No, I like him. I like him as an actor. I think he could do a fine Kraven. I don't like the fact that he was Quicksilver and now he's Kraven. It's a little messy. I blame Sony for that. Mysterio, they need to have Jake Gyllenhaal. That was awesome. Electro, don't bring back. Don't bring him back. I did not care for that version of Electro. But what's his face who played Sandman in that terrible Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie? He was an awesome Sandman. He looked wicked, and I loved the way they did the effects for him. That was awesome. He was an awesome Sandman. That was a terrible movie. He was an awesome Sandman. And also bring back Dr. Octopus from the second Spider-Man Tobey Maguire movie, because that's the best of the series, hands down. And as far as Green Goblin goes, if they're casting, please, I pass on who they had for the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. It's not even because I don't like him, the actor. I hated that Power Rangers costume they gave the Green Goblin. That was terrible. So that is all. That's what I want to see in my future Spider-Man movie. You know what? Before we get to these, because those are the ones I'm most excited for, I want to just take a sneak peek at these. We're not going to look at all of them because they're just going to be repeats of the locations we've already seen, and it's probably some locations from the Spider-Man stuff, but they're just going to be thicker. So I just kind of want to give you an idea of what is in here for the thickness. Oh, all right. Wow. Okay. So this is heavy. You take somebody out with this. So this is heavy stuff. Oh, some upgrades to some bits too. And then there you go. Areas we've seen before, really thick cardboard. But other than that, they're exactly the same, but really just thick. No more floppy paper. So those are all the same locations. And we got these little bonus tiles, and then, yeah, there's nothing new here. Everything you've already seen, okay? Or you will see when we're done. By the time we're done. I wonder if these will fit in the box. You know, like, can I just replace the ones in the box with these? Does that work? I don't know. All right, Sinister Six. Let's start here. Okay, so over up, flipper. No, don't look. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have showed you anything. Okay. Ha. Okay, we got some more rules overviews. I like Santa. What is this? What's this? Oh, we got a lot going on here. I don't You guys can probably zoom in and read that. Give it a little spin for you in case it makes it easier for you to read in right side up. But all right, I don't know what the hell that is. I'm interested to find out. And I'm pretty sure these are all bad guys since it's gonna be Sinister Six. Okay, Dr. Octavius. The Vulture. Please don't use Electro from the Amazing Spider-Man movie. Just don't do it. Kraven will be a fun character. I'd really like to see him in a movie. They can do a Kraven's Last Hunt storyline. And I really liked Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. I think they did a great job with Mysterio. Fantastic. Pretty sure some people would have assumed that they were going to do that ridiculous bald head costume, but they did, and it worked. Just Disney knows how to do it, man. They're doing it right. I just hope they keep doing it right. Okay, let's break these up. Oh. So, it looks like each of them have one of these. They all say weak spot on them. I think I'd like to have a Mysterio sculpture, something with an actual like glass bulb, which would be probably super fragile, but it'd be cool to have. Because I'm a big fan of my Marvel sculpts, statues that I have around the house. Oh, this definitely works different. Do they all work as a team? How does this work? Like they're in different orders here. I feel like I got to put aside a weekend just to play this. Maybe I'll just record it and just keep putting out videos of all the different expansions. Would you like that? Would you hate it? Let me know if you'd like it or if you'd hate it. Or I would just do a video of playing the core box, and then I'll add an expansion, and then add another expansion, another one. Or I'll keep them, like, I won't necessarily mix expansions. Well, except for Sinister Six and Spider-Man, that seems like a natural mix. Because I don't want to, I found sometimes if you mix too many expansions, this is not just a CMON thing, just overall, it kind of dilutes the target intent of the expansion itself. It's like you dilute the experience that was intended by mixing in too many expansions. Okay, so I'm seriously all that. Whoop. Got away from me. Did you see that one? Yeah. Oh no, fell. Put it back. Alrighty. So that's those. Oh, there's more. There's more. There's a lot of cards. Why? Because there's 6 characters in here. Okay, alright, let's check out some. 3rd cards, there's the back, and boom, fronts. I haven't, the minis are in front of me, but I'm avoiding looking at them. Because I hope they look like these poses that I'm seeing here. I'm enjoying these illustrations. And Michael Keaton as Vulture, I liked it. Because Vulture's old, man. And Keaton pulled off still an old guy, not as old as Vulture in the comics, but an old guy, but looked like a threat. Like he did a good job. And I like how the idea that the events of New York, I don't know why, every once in a while I'll just black out and start flipping through those, but the events in New York still have like effects on the universe where they're still have access to like the Chitauri metals and equipment, and he's crafting like super weapons out of the stuff he's stealing from the cleanup crews of those events. I think it's I love how everything has like repercussions and they kind of like seep into other movies. I love it. Like I'm happy that I've lived to enjoy, so like to be here for when comics, especially Marvel comics, which are like, I like both Marvel and DC, but I'm more of a Marvel guy for sure. And I'm happy to see like a movie series that blends into a TV series. It's all controlled. It's what I've always wanted. It's what I always wanted. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay, that was all the cards. Let's check out some minis. Oh, I like these guys. Oh, this might be my favorite box of minis. Come here. Boop, zoom in time. Stop shaking. There you go. All right. He would look so cool painted. Like he looks good now. But somebody does a good job painting him, he's gonna look badass. He's got such a thick base, actually got a hole. I can stick my finger in there. And present him like that. He looks really cool. So angry. So angry. Nice, I like him. I thought I was going to like him the most. He's really cool, but all the other guys I think are actually cooler. Love his wings. I would have preferred if they looked more like the wings from the from Homecoming, but I like those. I'm not complaining. Not complaining. Oh, he looks awesome. He's my favorite in this box so far. I love the big bulb head. I do. I just like the design of his costume, which is so different. Big chunk of plastic up there. You could do some really cool painted things with that. You know, too bad this came out before. It looks like in the new X-Men one that they're using a lot of the clear plastic for fire and things like that. That would have been cool to do a clear plastic bulb for his head. I'm guessing that's some inspiration since Street Fighter, because Street Fighter minis look great, and they have a lot of that clear, transparent plastic, which CMON looks to be implementing in their X-Men Marvel United. The dogs are losing their minds. Oh, he's got a mole. Let's get some dirt on there. Figure out how to get that out. Dogs are losing their minds. Crave the Hunter has that effect. Okay. And we got... Oh, he looks good. Oh, I like it. I like that he's off, like he's walking on his arms. Looks really good. I like that. Like that. And now last but not least, Electro. Yeah, look at all the lightning coming off him. Looks cool. Alright. Okay, good. Alright, neato. Okay, so that's it. We have one box left. One box. I saved the best, I hope, for last. And we got some Spider-Man Green Goblin action, Spider-Gwen, and some Miles Morales Spider-Man. So let's put that there. This might be the first one I've actually done correctly. Or not. There goes again. There you go. Okay, alright. Okay. let's take a breather. Drink some Red Bull. It's almost done. It's the last gulp. Okay. Let's do this. Come on. Yeah. It's been an exhausting day. I know you're like, how are you getting exhausted opening boxes? Well, first of all, these are a lot of boxes, and it's not like it's the only thing I do all day. I could just do this all day, but I don't. Okay. Let's open it. I actually have two Green Goblin sculptures upstairs. One that looks like this in this in the regular universe, and then one from the Ultimate Universe, where he's all like more goblin-y. If that makes sense. So cute. Oh, I can't wait to see Spidey. I don't remember what he looks like since the Kickstarter. That felt like ages ago. I don't want to see. Don't worry for me. I'm just looking through the camera now because I do not want to see the mini until I actually see the mini. All right, what do we got here? Brooklyn Bridge. Oh, that did not go well for Gwen Stacy. Daily Bugle. That's where Peter gets his paycheck. He was also a professor for a while. Osborne Laboratories. Oscorp. All right, we got Queens. That's where Spidey lives. And Midtown High School. Midtown High School looks a lot like just an apartment complex. Okay. He looks good. Looks good. Classic Green Goblin. Oh, we got Spider-Ham. Is he a mini in this? I don't even want to look. I don't want to look. He's not a mini in this, is he? Oh, I hope so. Well, you must be, right? Why would there be a card? Is there? I don't know. Oh, now, damn it. Now I want a Spider-Ham mini. I didn't know. I needed it until... When I was a kid and I bought my first Spider-Ham comic, I thought it was like the funniest thing ever. I loved it. And I tried to explain to my friends. I was like, look, it's Spider-Ham. And they'd be like, isn't it supposed to be Spider-Man? I was like, yeah, it's the joke. It's Spider-Ham because he's a pig. And they'd be like, okay. And then they'd carry on. They didn't give a shit. They didn't care. I cared. Yeah, because Spider-Ham's been around for a while. Ghost Spider? They called her Ghost Spider, not Spider-Gwen? I'm confused. Does she go by Ghost Spider? Do we just call her Spider-Gwen? Is that just the name of the comic book? Because you know what? I've actually never read anything with her. Oh yeah. I don't know what pose they used. Again, I'm pretty sure I saw it in the Kickstarter, but I don't remember. I think I'm doing pretty good putting this stuff away in a box without looking at the box. Just looking at it through the camera. So what you see is what I see. I don't want to keep doing that. I don't know, so this looks like it's meant to be played. The Lizard, he wasn't one of the characters in a Sinister Six. Oh, I kind of want the Lizard now. I gotta check, was the Lizard like an optional buy? Because if he's available in the new X-Men one, I'm getting it as an add-on. I want the Lizard. Oh, he looks good. Looks good. This guy's little pumpkin bombs. Riding his glider. Oh, let's zoom in. I was like, why can't I get close? It's not zoomed. I like it. I like it. He looks really good. He's got the classic pouch where he holds his pumpkin bombs, which he always seems to have like an infinite amount in there. It's kind of like a Mary Poppins pouch. Okay, cool. I'm trying to put it away without looking. What's next? What's next? I'm just feeling it. That's Spidey? It's not Miles Morales, right? That's Spidey. Right? It's hard to tell when they're all blue. Yeah, that's Spidey. Looks good. Looks good. Actually, my first Spider-Man sculpture was a very similar pose. It's actually my first sculpture ever that I've ever bought. Cool. Trying to put them away. Just feeling around. And there's Ghost Spider, not Spider-Gwen apparently. What do I know? It makes sense not to call her Spider-Gwen if she's trying to keep a secret identity. I like the details of the spiderwebs inside her hood. You can see them in there. Okay, fine. I gotta look now. I'm losing track of what I'm seeing here. Or is that Spider-Man? The other one was Miles. Which one's Miles Morales? Let's see. No, this one's Miles. Because he's got more webbing on him, right? Yeah. Yep. All right. Looks good. Looks good. And now, yes, very excited to see him. Didn't know he was in there. Nice little surprise. Spider-Ham. I gotta play with him. It's ridiculous. I love that he exists. Looks awesome. Okay. And that was it. I don't believe there's anything here hidden that I missed. That was all of it. That was all of it. Holy crap-a-doodle, I almost logged off without opening this. It's the mat. The mat, I forgot it was just off the side. I was just like, time to start reading rules so I can play some Marvel United. Unfortunately, you know what? This actually, I can't play it right away. I can't. I can play it. It can be the second game I play after this recording. It can't be the first. Because we have a playthrough to do for something else. I have to do that first. So, come on. Open. There you go. Get it. Okay, let's check out the mat. It's wrapped in a... Anything else in there? It's wrapped in like a poster-like thing. Now let me move my mug out of the way. How big is this thing? Let's see. Oops. I don't want to rip the mat. Well, it's neoprene, so I doubt this knife will do much damage to it. And it's round. It's round. Cool. Cool. Ow. Ow. Son of a... Static clingy. I'm getting electrocuted like crazy. I don't know if I don't know if the mic picked that up, but it was like zap zap. Electro. Damn you. All right. I gotta move some stuff. All right. Well, it's big. I can't fit all of it on the upper camera. It kind of cuts off the edges, but it's a circle, so you get the idea. You get the idea. Look, looks like our villain dashboards go there. Locations go there. Oh, and our cards go in a circle. This is neat. I like it. And for those of you who insist on seeing the edges of the circle, there you go. There's one. And the other, well, I can't quite pull it the other way. There you go. I think you can see that, right? So there you go. That's a nice mat. This is my first round mat. Cool. All right. Well, that is all. Let's get back to my goodbye thing, because, yeah. almost forgot this. Fixed. Crisis averted. I am very excited. And remember, we are going to be doing a giveaway, so stay tuned to the channel. Not sure when it's going to be happening. Maybe in the next 2-3 weeks is when we'll kick off that giveaway. It'll be good. It'll be a good one. It'll be a good one. If you notice, we've, thanks to Pete and Adam from CMON, they hooked us up with, sorry, I put this wrong. They hooked us up with Bloodborne for the last giveaway, and that was pretty awesome. We got one lucky winner. We got a whole lot of stuff, like a whole lot of stuff, which is great. Great. I'm not jealous at all. Like I paid for mine, but I'm not jealous. Somebody got a great prize. But you know, as long as I'm making other people happy, that's what's important. Anyways, thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Board Game Coffee and on this unboxing. And I got to show you some stuff. It's like a little show and tell. I got to drink out of my mug. Hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I will see you next week. Thanks for joining us. If you like this video and you want to see more, subscribe to our channel. It's the best way to keep up to date with everything we do here at Board Game Coffee. But if you want to see more right now, we got plenty of videos to choose from. And if that's not enough, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee. And remember, have fun, keep gaming, be social. See you next week.